Hey, everybody, and welcome back. Listen, have you ever had days when you were just not yourself? I mean, like you just felt weird, right? Not sad, not ecstatic, but different. Not good, not bad, but just not yourself. Well, I have had days like that, and I bet you have too. So let's talk about that today on Life Starring Deb. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it because sometimes you feel off for no apparent reason. Like you don't know what it is, you just know that it is. And you can't shake it off. And if you're anything like me, that's when the guilt kicks in. So when I say guilt, this is what I mean. So you sit around and you look at all the stuff, right? You think about the accomplishments that you've made in your life. You think about the purchases that you've made, those things that you need and some things that you want. And you think about obstacles that you've overcome and triumphs and everything that's going on that has gone on in your life. And then you sit back and you start to feel like, with all this I got going on, with all this that's happened in my life, why do I feel so bad? Why do I feel so out of it with things that are happening in my life? Why? And then you start to feel guilty about the fact that you feel that way and you've been blessed in such a way. So here's the truth. Having what you need, even having extras, some of the things that you want, doesn't mean that you're not going to have a bad day. We're not robots. And no amount of blessings will cancel out the fact that your moods are going to do what it wants to do sometimes for just a little while. And that's okay too. Here's the thing. You can be genuinely grateful and your life will still have days when you feel like a stranger, even to yourself. Like, I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what I'm going through. I don't know why I feel this way. I don't. And you know what? That doesn't make you ungrateful because both of these things can exist at the same time. So what you going to do when you feel a little less like yourself? Well, first of all, don't panic. Don't panic and don't overthink it. Usually you just need to acknowledge it. Say it out loud. I am just not myself today. And usually when you do that, that will tend to take the weight off of it just a little bit. And then you want to scan your brain and your body and start to ask yourself questions like, how did I sleep last night? Did I get enough to eat? Is there something that's stressing me out? Is there something that's bothering me? Did I forget to do something? Did I handle something wrong? See, once you start doing that and you start asking yourself the questions that you need to ask yourself, that'll help you to work through it. Now, also, you got to be honest with yourself because sometimes we know exactly what it is that's bothering us. And we may not be ready to talk about it. We may not want to talk about it. Sometimes we just need to feel it. Just feel it. But we don't need to stay in that place long. Feel it and then let it go. So if nothing obvious is going on, then that's fine. But if there's something that you want to talk about, then talk about it. If you don't, that's cool too. But what you have to do is be honest with yourself about where you are. And then don't beat yourself up for not being normal sometimes. So look, next time you're not feeling quite yourself, just give yourself permission to feel. And don't let anyone or that little voice in your head make you feel like you cannot have days like this. Because what you get to be is real. So just keep telling yourself when you're feeling a little down, this too shall pass. And I promise you, you will get through the day. So that's today's show. Thank y'all for tuning in. To my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. For the rest of y'all, I'm still waiting. So tell a friend about Life Starring Deb over here on YouTube, where we are having real conversations about real situations. Until next time, take care.